Well, hello again and welcome to Puketawhero Park. We are not far away from the boys 16s grand final here between Auckland and Akarana for 2024. Great that you can join us for the two Auckland teams going at it. A lot of rivalry. Few players from some clubs split across these two teams as they both come into this match unbeaten. Beautiful day here in Rotorua as we're not too far away from seeing these two teams take to the field. Auckland under-16s boys, actually coached by Fletcher Butler. But here is the Auckland team with wins over Mid-Central 16-4, Canterbury's 18-8, and Coastline 20-0 in pool play, and they beat the South Island 7-6 in Golden Point in the semi-finals. 6-all at full time, and the grand final, or the field goal kicked by Paia for the Auckland Vulcans to win the game in Golden Point. Akarana coming into the game, beating Gisborne Tairāwhiti 42-0. Big win over Manawatu as well, 42-0. Much tougher in their last two games though against Wellington, 18-6, and Counties beating them by 14 points to 4 in the semi-finals. So kicking off in about 7 minutes. Stay with us. We'll have it all the action for you shortly.
About to kick off from field one, we hit our 16th boys final between Akarana Falcons and Auckland Vulcans.
So these two teams not far away from getting things underway. Akarana against Auckland. It'll be a terrific clash, this one. Both teams unbeaten. And Blairi, one thing to note too is that there's quite a few under-15s players in that made these two rep teams. So chances they'll be back next year again in this division.
Yeah, definitely. There's some talent on show here, if that's for sure. Glenn and these two teams, you saw them just while they were lining up before they come onto the field, shaking each other's hands. A lot of them know each other. They play against each other up in our local competition or even through the schools and their rugby as well. And there's some standout players as well. Bastian Armstrong, captain. He's a great centre. Harold Matz. Bailey, who is Fletcher's son in the halves, who's been playing some quality football as well and really directing them around the field. But they're coming up against this Akarana side as well, who I think's got some great players in their team too. Maz Burns, he's a winger. I don't give raps to wingers too much because they don't have the hardest job. But this kid is tough. He goes for it. He's fast. He works hard. And, yeah, no, he'll go hard today in this final game here for sure.
Interesting. Well, you look at the Akarana team, a lot of Glenora Bears players in there. A lot of those guys go to Kelston Boys High School, who are on a real roll at the moment with their rugby union and rugby league systems. So really neat to see all of those guys here. But this Auckland team will not be easy. So 20-minute halves. Jack Fevers is the referee. And we're all set to go. Congratulations to both coaches as well of the teams. Fletcher Butler for the Auckland Vulcans, and Danny Bernard, who's coaching the Akarana team, brother of Chase Bernard, who's a very good prop for Akarana for several years before he nipped away to France. Still a couple minutes away from kickoff. Players all keen as mustard to get into it, though.
Good centre on the Akarana side too. Parekahu Kepa, he's strong, but here it is, Glenn. Kick off.
16's grand final for 2024. Auckland in the blue, Akarana in the maroon and the blue. And it's going to be the Vulcans with the first possession. And straight away there's going to be a penalty to the Vulcans as Maka is taken high. Jack Fever's a pretty experienced referee, been around the traps for a while. He's a no-nonsense character from Marlborough. So let's see what the ruling's going to be here.
Oh.
Yeah, dangerous tackle, wasn't it? Riley Huggins was the player in there.
It's not good. I want to see him have a little bit of time. Yeah, I was going to say.
Minutes, yeah. So that's Lamana who's been sent to the bin there. That's a blow. The 16-year-old Harold Matthews squad member played in the grand final too when the Warriors won that title. Lamana. And unfortunately, Akarana are going to have to be without one of the best players for the next few minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough ask for this Akarana team over the next 10 minutes. This Auckland side has got some quality, and there's going to be a shortage of a number out wide, and someone like some of these centres out there will test them out defensively.
Straight away, the Vulcans get it going. Good touch finder by Paya too. He's the man who kicked the field goal for the Vulcans to win the game in the semi-final. Some good hard charging there from Shane Wassel, the Northlander, who's moved down to Auckland. Played for Northland in this tournament last year.
Kia ora to the brother.
Exactly. Bonar Afiti in at dummy half here for the Vulcans. Nice little play out to Paya. Standing at first receiver. Nice little run by Fisi Ifitau. 12 metres out. Big chance here for the Vulcans. Nice little late pass to the line. Not going to be a try, though, for Uliasala. Here's another chance, though. Akarana's defence being fully tested. As Fitau has lost it in the tackle there, has he? Going to be a handover.
Last play there.
Yeah, it was. Nice play by Akarana to hold them out.
Definitely, they run that similar shape again. Counties run the same shape. Here it is again, as we see. But defence from the Akarana team gets stuck in, one on the ball. Everyone holds them up and stops his momentum. And here they go now, Auckland.
Yeah, they're looking for a good defensive player. Burns was driven backwards. Good solid tackle coming in there from Armstrong. The number 3 for the Vulcans. No space at all there for Fine Fikaulao. And remember, Akarana are playing with 12 players at the moment. After Lamana was sent to the sin bin. Little space up the middle there for Akarana. That was Maddox Bernard with his hands on the ball. He was trying to milk that penalty there. He got pretty close to it too.
Yeah, but ugly through the ruck there, tried to get away with it. But, yeah, he was very unlucky there. Thought he could have got a penalty.
Pass back from Akarana. There's a good kick downfield. And now here come the Vulcans again. One on the halfway line. Oof. Solid tackling again on Maka. He's been the victim of a couple of big tackles already in this game. Armstrong now to take the carry.
Rafferty's sharp around that dummy half.
He is, isn't he?
Gonna have to keep an eye on him. He's a little crafty, little hooker.
Good eyes up play too, isn't he?
Yep.
Nice running onto the ball. Here's a hard charging run coming in from Shane Wassel again. 12 metres out. Bonarafiti. Now Paya. There goes the kick from Mauriki Butler, but some good footwork coming here through from Maz Burns. Your man Maz Burns driven back. Did well there to stay in the field of play, didn't he?
He done well to stay and play there. 4 Auckland players got underneath him, trying to drag him back, but he's managed to play the ball still.
Now Yorka playing the ball. And here is back rower Riley Huggins. Huggins is signed with the Bulldogs, and that was some pretty big defence on him from the Falcons. They loved it. Huggins felt that one.
He felt that one. Look at him, he's staying down as well and makes a good little run and then breaks a couple of tackles here. Right foot gets across there. Good contact there. Shrugs him off. And then here it is here. Bang. 3-2 over the top and a knock on from Huggins.
Yeah, Huggins. Got to give a shout out too for Dylan Brown.
I know.
There he is, number 7. That is Dylan Brown, who's just walking to your left of screen there.
I'm glad you're here, Glenn, because I was having these yarns to myself yesterday and the day before then saying, hey, there is a Dylan Brown there. It's not Dylan Brown, the NRL player. It's Dylan Brown who plays for Akarana.
And they both play in the halves.
It's funny.
Far out.
Yeah, good old Dylan Brown.
Dylan Brown in the Akarana team must get some stick from his mates, yeah? Instant target on your back, I would have thought at school, eh?
Definitely.
Well, that was great defence there from the Auckland Vulcans. Let's see if they can capitalise on this. You're watching the 16s final for 2024 here from Puketawhero Park in Rotorua. Both teams coming in unbeaten into this grudge match. No Kelvin Harris-Tavita to carve up these two teams as well. I say that he would play for the Auckland team at the Nines in Easter, with several of these guys played with him. And Kelvin Harris-Tavita, that's the brother of Chanel, had a field day at that tournament. He's already been signed by the Broncos, though.
Yeah, they take most of the good kids, the Broncos.
Let's see what the Falcons can do here. This is Henry. CJ Henry taken short of the line. Another player in the Warriors development system. Bonarafiti. Oh, has that gone forwards? It hasn't. Referee says play on. Tidying up here is Opuariki, number 6. Taken strongly by Byford. Out the back door they go. Now to Armstrong. What can Armstrong cook up? The offload. That might be a gem. Oh, what a try-saving tackle there from Yorka. That was terrific.
Great.
How good was that? Now the Vulcans on the last play. It's an untidy play. There goes the kick from Watson. And it's straight down the throat of that Akarana player. And Lainga, not much to him, but he's fast. And there's a penalty. In fact, it's a penalty on another field. I'm getting confused by another whistle. It's about 5 fields here.
I think you might have heard the hooter too. I did the same thing yesterday. That's half time. No, there's still a minute 50 to go. No worries.
How about that try-saving tackle from Yorka?
Outstanding. Great work from Armstrong to find himself just a little one-on-one and gets an offload around the corner ball, but the try-saver.
And here is Dylan Brown. Now with his hands on the ball is Huggins, who's recovered from that hard tackle before, and he made a good dab there. Armstrong needed a good tackle. Here's Akarana again. Yorka. Hinkley Yorka. Waiting at dummy half, Lamalu. And here goes the kick from Brown as he measured this one. Good contest, the ball. Armstrong's got it for the Vulcans. No knock on, says referee Thievers either.
Yeah, not a bad kick from Dylan Brown. Puts it up in the corner, gives his winger and his centre opportunity to compete. And
oh, hang on. Has he picked up a knock on? He has. It's going to be a Akarana ball.
I think Bastian Armstrong goes up there and knocks it on. So perfectly executed last play option from Dylan Brown. Puts the kick up and gives his outside backs an opportunity to compete. Armstrong knocks it on, and now the Akarana team get a chance here to put on an attacking play from the scrum.
Well, Brown's going to feed the scrum. 10 metres out. What a chance here for Akarana in the final. Off the back of the scrum is Byford. Harold Matthews, Warriors player from earlier on in the year. Nice football. Confused our cameraman. Is over the line there. Has he got it down? No is the answer. Lamana is back on the field, almost scoring there. Another player from the Warriors, Harold Matt's team.
They're full of Harold Matt's players out here in these two teams, and they are competing here in this game. So such an even game here, Glenn.
It is indeed. Nice little shift out to the left to Ota. Good defence by the Vulcans this time. Hold the big fella up. He's lost it as well. No, it's a penalty. It's going to be a strip there from the Vulcans. So more possession coming for Akarana.
Yeah, he's been damaging over the last couple of days. Big Ota. And yeah, there's just numbers and hands around that ball. And here they go. Here they'll run those plays, Glenn, as long as they don't get an obstruction.
Yorka. Now to Byford. Almost getting through again. Desperate defence. Keeping the Vulcans in it here. Now Witchman. Double movement from Benji Witchman is going to give Vulcans the ball. Hard luck there for Witchman that the temptation is too much sometimes.
That still happens in the game at NRL level, let alone down here at this level as well. But nice little run back here, picking out some of the smaller defenders there, getting stuck in, spins out of the tackle. And that elbow hits the ground first before he reaches out, and that's what you want to try and avoid. But a white line fever.
It's good stuff, though, even though we haven't had any score in the first quarter, Blairy, 20-minute halves. It's been excellent football, hasn't it?
Well, that's what you want to see. It's the grand final. It's the final here for these two teams. And like we said earlier, they know each other. They want to try and get a win up against their mates here.
As we said, there's some players, club mates playing against each other here, particularly from the Mount Albert Lions and the Ellerslie Eagles. We've got players scattered across both teams. This is the Vulcans with their hands on the ball. Good shot there from Fisiahi. In fact, no, it was Lamalu, the number 9 for Akarana. Absolutely put a number there on Shane Wassell. The kick there. Downfield, not a bad set from the Vulcans. Bounce is not going to favour them, though, as it goes dead. Back to a 7-tackle set as Hinkley Yorka. Good to see another Yorka, by the way. Cardier, who's been playing for Akarana seniors. Isam Yorka, who's over in Australia now. Good to see another one coming through out of West Auckland. And he's got the ball, and he's just going to take the hit up here. All coming out of the Glenora Club. All coming out of Kelston boys, those boys.
Some absolute talent getting around New Zealand.
Now, here's a chance for Akarana. Nice tackle from Maruariki Butler. Right on the halfway line as Burns plays it. This is Witchman again. Busting through the line, Benji Witchman. Brown with the kick. Looking for space. The bounce here. Lamana's got it. Kicked early in the count to Lamana. Here's a chance. And Akarana are going to score under the posts.
Higgins.
Riley Huggins goes over. Good score from the Akarana Falcons. Love the kick early in the count there.
Yeah, not a bad kick there again. Look, it's just in the middle of no man's land too. The fullback has to get across there quickly. The ball hits the ground. It bounces up. Everyone overruns it. Falls into the Akarana's hands. And here's a great try. And he's been busy since he got a little bit of a big whack from those Auckland boys and earns himself some points.
Riley Huggins is off to the Bulldogs at the end of the year.
Bloody Bulldogs.
Congratulations to him. And not often you see rep players from the Newland Stags coming out of into rep teams in Auckland. They're one of the teams that don't generally contend in major competitions like the Fox Memorial, the Sharman Cup. But Riley Huggins out of the Newland Stags, so well done to that club. Here's the kick from Dylan Brown. 6-0 to the Falcons.
Brown from Akarana gets the 2 points.
Yeah, Newland Stags drive past there most days, mate.
Yep.
On my way home with my daughter, and tiny little ground in suburban Newland. So well done to Huggins.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Both teams are looking good.
Akarana team are really testing out this Auckland squad, and as we just chat, they've put on some substitutes. Want the intensity to go up again.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons we saw counties come over the top of the South Island in that third and fourth playoff game. Their depth off the bench. See what the depth is like in these two teams. Could be the difference between first and second. Byford just taking his time there to bring the ball back there for Akarana.
Just watch Visiahi, the 9, as he's come on. He's got a good pass. He's electric around the middle of the park. He does play in the halves as well. He's not afraid to get stuck in for a smaller fella.
Yeah, Visiahi, nephew of Glenn, former Warriors fullback. Untidy ball there for the Falcons. Ota tidying up. Lamalu at dummy half. Slow play the ball for the Falcons on this occasion. Here goes the kick from Dylan Brown. He's clearly good at seeing space. Driving Adam Watson back here. Watson from the Mount Albert Lions. The fans from the Falcons, they loved it. So Watson was right to the ground. It's a pretty tough defence coming out there now on the Vulcans. Nice tackle again from Lamalu. Here's Armstrong coming over from left centre to take a carry. That's a strong carry too from Bastian Armstrong. Excellent work from him. We love it. Well, that's unfortunate. Petolomaka has dropped the ball, and that's going to give the Falcons a chance, and undoes all the good work there by the Vulcans, particularly that previous run by Armstrong.
Yeah, definitely. Armstrong broke a couple of tackles, made himself hard to handle and awkward to tackle, and they go and get as we're having a laugh at him trying to milk a penalty, they go chuck a ball from dummy half and it hits the ground.
Well, important that Vulcans defend the set. Don't count out Akarana from attacking, even from this far out. Let's see what Aoka can do. Nice run here, coming from Fina Fukalau. Almost running out of real estate there. Burns. In fact, it was keeper with that run for Akarana.
He's a good centre, Glenn. I watched him play over the last couple of days. He's quick, he's strong, mobile.
There's Byford. Nice hands from Yoka. Out it comes. Chance here for Lamana. As he slid over there. Jeremiah Lamana in the tackle. Think the referee's going to award it. And there is the score for Akarana.
Had some work to do there too. The Akarana player there. Strong carry, but they've gone from one side of the field right across the other side. Centre. Fa'anuim. Ilana scores. Look at that. That's strong. Straight over the top, but all done from a run on the previous side from the opposite centre. Kepa makes a bit of a break, and then they spread it over there, and he scores a nice try there and had some work to do.
Yeah, Lamana, just about the youngest player that played in that Warriors grand final in the Harold Matthews this year. 16 years of age, only turned 16 in July. It's Harold Matthews under 17s, isn't it, Blairy?
Under 17s,
yeah. So he'll be eligible again next year. One of the few remaining players that are eligible to play again next year that played in the grand final. Out of the Mount Albert Lions club. plays at Kelston Boys High School. And now here's the conversion attempt coming up here. Oh, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Outstanding kick.
That's a great kick coming over there. Just have to pick up who picked that, kicked that goal. Don't think that was Dylan Brown. It might have been someone else. Yeah, it was Raina Pulitama with that goal. Absolutely nailed that. You know what, Bleary? Those 2 points could be critical.
Definitely is, especially when the games are only, was it 25 minutes this game? 25 minutes, and every point matters. And if you can get your conversions over, even more so, you're going up in 6, not 4.
Ronan Byford out of Mount Albert as well, but originally from Rotorua, where we are today. He'll be enjoying playing in front of family and whānau here at Puketawhero Park. Nu'uli Asia, who is a nephew of Frank Paul. You play against him and play with him in the Keys. Hang on a second. Here goes Langaya. Good tackle from Watson. Got all of them.
Great run down the outside.
Yeah, real vapor trail coming off him. Now here comes Scram, who's into the game now. Late offload is good. Here's Finau. Finau's there for a third try. Well, I just mentioned, don't count Akarana out from attacking from 60 metres out. And they've scored from that set, 16-0.
Absolutely outstanding. I've watched a lot of players over the last couple of days take on the outside, and because it's been wet, they've got dragged over the sideline. But here, nice little offload here, and Finau, as all good hookers do, just stay around play the ball, and ball pops up and backs himself here, puts a little bit of a little hop, step and a jump, and it's tough and finds the try line for this Akarana side that are kicking on now.
What about that run from Lucas Langaia down that left wing side? And Finau going over to score the try. Rico Finau. He missed the conversion that time from Raina Pulitama.
Oh, man. He rushed it, Glenn. He rushed it. I don't know what the hurry was in. And we just spoke about how important going up in 6 are. And in this game, like, I wouldn't be counting out the Auckland team as well. And yes, we're coming into the back end of this first half, but there's still plenty of time in the second half. And those kicks could become costly in the end, that kick.
Yeah, 3 converted tries from the Vulcans. I'll give them a lead. It's going to be tough, though, now. Akarana seem like they've got real momentum into their game. Like the way they're playing, their confidence seems to be growing. It's all credit to Danny Bernard, the coach. Done a really good job drilling this team. Makasi Paya to restart play for the Vulcans. Always dangerous letting the ball bounce like that. In the end, it works out okay for Akarana. As for Siahi, there's a drop ball. In fact, that won't be an opportunity for the Vulcans. Timely error right on the halftime hooter. 3 tries to 0 as Akarana in front in the 16s final for 2024. Back with more shortly.
We understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec, we'll keep you operating.
Let's get you ready to go out there and have an epic rugby league game. But first things first, let's have a A simple warm-up is a game changer. Not only will it improve your performance, but it will reduce the chances of you getting an injury. And if you want to skip the sore muscles, don't skip the cool down. Now, tackling is a big part of the game, so don't cheat on the technique. A good tackle technique will help keep everyone safe. Collisions happen all the time, so it's important to know how to spot a concussion and what to do if it happens to you or a teammate. Sweet as, have a then go get into it.
This is some story right here. It's glorious. It's an absolute feast.
Tangata whenua Aotearoa e tū, e te tai tokerau e tū, Pukeanga kuku e tū. New Zealand stand up, this is our time.
Well, here we go. It's second half time here in the 16s final for 2024. Puketawhero Park in Rotorua. I hope you're enjoying all the coverage here at the NZRL Youth Tournament. Congratulations to all the girls teams earlier on in the week in Tauranga. Second half underway, and don't forget, we've got some rep games coming up in Cambridge too. October the 12th, 8 days' time. So the best of these two teams will combine to play the New Zealand Secondary School 16s team. They're looking forward to that game coming up, and we'll have the 18s game too on October the 12th here live on the NZRL Youth YouTube channel. Oh, there's a dab here straight away from Finau. Got to try in the first half. Finau, he's going to back himself, is he? Finau, Watson can't get him. Great run from Rico Finau. Almost scored a spectacular solo try. Could still be a try here for Akarana. As Kepa is driven back again by Watson.
Outstanding break from Finau.
Wasn't it? Let's see, Akarana just doing enough to keep the ball in their grasp as Nupalu is hurt now. The front rower. Slow play the ball from him. Here goes the kick. Oh, that's great play. And Langai has got another try. He's the leading try scorer for Akarana in this tournament. Got 3 in the semi-finals, and now he's got 1 in the grand final, rather. And it's 20-0 Akarana race right away from the Vulcans now.
Rico Finau with that run and that break up the middle of the park. He gets him down there. It was a poor pass off the ground, to be honest, to their front row. Last play here, they're fighting. And then they kick to the corner. Don't know where the winger was for Auckland, but he competes. He gets up. He scores. Another beautiful try for Akarana.
Lucas Langaia from Richmond Rovers. He has scored 5 tries in the tournament now for Akarana.
I think there was Tekoa Harris.
Harris, yeah.
Sitting out there on the wing, and he was riding close. I think they sucked in all their numbers, and he was sitting out wide. And, gee, another great kick. He missed one from literally to the left of the post, and this one he hits and nails him.
Absolutely, 22-0. That's Raina Pulitama, 2 from 3 in the game for him. Good to see Rico Finau back at dummy half. Good little kick here too.
Perfectly weighted. Look at this.
Wasn't it?
He just got the Harris there looking around in circles, not knowing where the ball was.
Well, Harris looking into the sun there, but, you know, it's part of the deal.
Both got to play in it.
Well, where's all this gone wrong for the Vulcans? They were right in the game. There was no score after 10 minutes. It's been all Akarana since. They've basically rattled off 4 tries in just over 10 minutes of play.
Haven't they? What? More intent, I think that's what I've seen with their carries more so than anything. And been really good with their skills. Auckland's come out trying to whack them and just something like that, just like this, a little dummy here and go again.
This is Finau with his second clean break, and then he tackled himself. Watson just flopped on him in the end. Zach Scram into dummy half. Now Akarana, Yorka. Well, Watson's covered it. It's a nice job by Adam Watson. And the Vulcans have got some possession.
That's what it is, Glenn. I just saw that little play there. Auckland have come up to try and whack that one-off carrier. Finau's just been really smart and just gone dummy straight through the middle of them every time. So the intent of what they want to do in the thought is there, but the execution, here's a nice little offload now. They go straight through the middle of the park.
Oh, great run. Coming in from Maka. It's good for the Vulcans. They need a score, and they need it now, really, to have any chance of coming back into this match. Nice delay pass. This is Harris. Harris has got the gas. Harris is there. Tokoha Harris has got the try. He just conceded one a moment ago at the other end. And there's a bit of payback there from Tokoha Harris.
Well, the big break up the middle from the number 5 Maka. Auckland goes straight through the middle of the park, backs himself, takes on, and then they just go pass wide, find Tokoha Harris, and Tokoha Harris just backs himself as well and comes off his right foot. Had a bit of work to do, nearly got held up from the Akarana player, but gets the ball down.
First try of the tournament for Harris. Out on this right wing side, Otahu Leopards player. Goal kicking very important now for the Vulcans if they want to come back into this game. Makisi Paia has those responsibilities. That field goal he kicked in the semi-final in Golden Point sent his team into the final was as pure as you could see. Beautiful kick from this fella. So can he kick on from that? Never in doubt, was it?
Absolutely outstanding kick.
So Paia converts the try. 6 points has been eaten into that deficit, but it's still a major one for Akarana. 22-6 they lead here in the 16s final. Don't forget, we've got the 18s matches coming up soon too. And we're going to have some terrific games too. We're going to have the 3rd and 4th playoff to start with. And the 3rd and 4th playoff is going to feature the South Island. And they're going to play counties. So we're going to have the same matchup as we saw in the 16s and the 18s. We're going to have a County South Island 3rd and 4th playoff and a final between the Auckland and Akarana teams. Counties be a bit disappointed not to be in a final this year. Usually they definitely count on one of the finals being, at least one of them being locked up by a Counties team. See what the Vulcans can do here. Fineki Falau has the ball for Auckland. And back it goes for the kick. Little spiral bomb. Yorka. That's a good chase coming in there from Paia.
Well, he might have
knocked himself out there. If he's going to allow play to continue now, he'll stop play. Paia might have been that classic neon head situation, Bleary. What do you reckon?
Yep, well, the ball goes up, Butler puts a torpedo up. Good chase from the Auckland players, but I think just there, Paia, as he comes in to make tackle, gets a little bit of a low bump, I think. Gets his head in the wrong position and may have knocked himself out of it.
So still 12 minutes and 55 to play. Still time for Vulcans. This little break here might have come at just the right time for the Vulcans. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. Just getting together and just focusing on what's next. They've got one big D set here and they can get the ball back and hopefully build some pressure and make this game a little bit more respectable on the scoreboard. Or challenge this Akarana team that I think has been the dominant team here.
Is Pai going to be okay? Looks like he might be heading to the sidelines. Bit of a blow for the Vulcans. Influential player, been playing in the halves.
Goal kicker as well.
Yeah. So it looks like that's the end of him in this game. So Akarana continue with the set. And straight away, that player fell into the tackle there of Wassel.
There's Burns. He's been quiet. Pumped him up at the start of the game and hasn't been involved much, or the ball hasn't gone his way.
Burns is struggling a little bit there.
He's a little bit wobbly.
Yeah. It's a bit tough on Wassel because Burns kind of fell into the tackle more than anything.
Definitely.
But
yeah,
he's struggling. He's gone too, isn't he?
Yep.
Maz Burns. Well, don't forget we've got that NRL final coming up too on Sunday night. Blairy, what's that first hit up going to be like, eh?
Oh,
it's going to be wicked after what's happened the last few weeks.
It has. Have to be a smart player. I heard a couple of some former players. They even heard Cooper Conn speak about maybe doing a short kickoff because Nathan Cleary stands up the front.
Yeah.
And gets stuck into him early.
Oh, shoulder injury, right?
Yeah, gets stuck into him early, they reckon. Just a little bit of tactics. You know, just let them know. He might even be a chance of like ragdolling him a little bit and get some numbers into him off the kickoff.
Yeah.
I think these are the things you've got to think of. You're not going to be able to find them and go looking for them when you're playing your shape because you go away from what you do really well. But if there's a little opportunity off a kickoff and he's right up in the front line.
Melbourne got to do something, don't they? Because Nelson's not playing now. I was pleased they contested it. Last time we ran into is the weekend, saying they've got to contest it. They've got to contest it.
Well, you have to, and I don't think it was ever going to get off. It was trying to downgrade to 2 levels, and it hasn't been done too many times. And it's a bit of a lottery when you've got any head knocks to go to the judiciary and try and get off it. So it's unfortunate for Nels because he's a big part of that Melbourne Storm team.
Yeah, I mean, the Kiwis don't have him either.
Yep.
So that's a real bummer for the Pacific Games coming up too, and later this month. 16's final, Akarana 22, Auckland 6. No more Maz Burns, by the way. Off with that head knock as we see Waitohi Lilo. Oh, Waitohi Lilo's gone all the way through. Some pretty suspect defence, you'd have to say there. And that is another score for the Falcons.
Yeah, Waitohi Lilo. Very soft contact from a couple of those Auckland boys there. He just carries the ball one out. Yes, he's a tall ranger thing. Well, look at this. It's just a one-off carry. Got a little jink on him. But the 22 from Auckland comes in and tries to, Nuiasala comes in and tries to whack him, but he just bounces off and goes up to the fullback, Watson, and just out-muscles him and scores a great try for this Akarana side who are kicking on now.
Yeah, good response from them, wasn't it?
Dylan Brown lining up this kick.
5th try now for the Falcons. It's going to slide away, so stay 26-6. You think that might have made the game safe though now?
The score remains 26-6 with 10 minutes to play in the second half of the 16 boys final.
Well, they go long again, the Vulcans. Yeah, good return of the football by Maddox Bernard, son of the coach Danny. Timing of the pass just goes astray there for Blake Bruce. Bruce scored a couple of tries, in fact doubles against Gisborne, Taraifiti and Manawatu earlier on in the tournament. Nice run, a rangy run there by Scrum. There's Byford. He's been good in the game, hasn't he, the lock?
Definitely, been strong. Bit of facial there, I think.
Enjoyed that too, Ronan Byford.
Just keep building pressure, this Akarana team. There's good contact at the top here, but it was just that little facial there. Push him down into the ground and said, get that one up, yeah. Referee goes, doesn't like that. Puts him under pressure now here, this Auckland team with Akarana coming at them on the 40.
And here comes Waitohi again. Just got that try a moment ago. Looks like they're hungry for plenty more. Akarana Falcons in these last 9 minutes. Brown kicking early in the count. Chasing his own kick. The bounce, though, is kind for Watson. And Watson's got it just a few metres out from his own line. You know, with the score 26-6, probably not the worst result there for Akarana.
No, definitely not. I like Dylan Brown. He's backed himself. He's put a chip on. He's seen something. He's playing a bit of footy here. Chips the ball over. Unfortunate for the bounce. It goes straight into the Auckland fullback. Watson's hand, puts himself in the position to get that ball in. But again, here now.
Well, that's probably the pressure of the moment there for Henry, just spilling the ball forward. The Falcons need everything to go their way now, and now Akarana have got a full set, and they've got good territory as well. Langaia. Brown slotting into dummy half. And here comes Witchman. Again, a dangerous tackle. We've already seen one of those earlier in the match, which resulted in a sin bin. That one looks like it might not end up in a sin bin. Parky Parkinson not interested in having a discussion with Jack Fevers there. It's all good in the hood. Now one more look at it on Witchman. So Henry was the protagonist in that tackle.
Just the arm between the leg. You can't do that.
Yeah, hopefully they work on that tackle technique. Nice little run around play by Waitohi Lilo again.
He's been good.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a little handshake and put him on my team.
Oh,
and there it is.
Nice little shift of the ball down the left edge. Blake Bruce is in to score a sixth try now for Akarana, making no race of this final, 30-6.
Nice little, as we were talking about Lilo and what he's been able to do, was a nice little short side play there from the Akarana team, and just nice soft hands, and Blake Bruce, recipient of some nice work done on the short side from Akarana.
Well, it's been comprehensive now, isn't it? Auckland Vulcans have just let that scoreboard get away from them. But you'd have to give Akarana some credit. The execution has been very good.
Well, it's been great because the weather's come out today and they've been able to play some football. I guess these are the two best teams. That's why they're in the final. But Akarana's been able to execute a little bit better than this Auckland side. And some of the tries, they'll be disappointed that they're giving away this Auckland team. But you got to give credit to the Akarana boys. They really took it to this Auckland side here in this final and really won it.
Well, here comes the kick from Kozaya Raina Pulitama. And that one's going to stay away, 30-6. Blake Bruce, the try scorer. So Bruce with his fifth try of the tournament. Good job by him coming on the left wing side. Nice hands there from Lamana. He looks a good prospect, doesn't he? Beautiful Jeremiah hands. Lamana. Still time left in the 16s game. As Byford comes forward again. Gets from some strong defence. Still 5 minutes left. You're going to see some more scoring in this game. Brown looking for the early shift this time to Keeper. Luke Lamalu in at dummy half. driving run from New Palau. Byford again, he's tough.
He's worked hard.
He's in the Warrior system. Brown, look at the space there for him to size up that kick. Yoka, beautiful ball. Here's a try for Lamalu. That was fantastic.
Just everything going the way of the Akarana players at the moment, backing themselves, having a bit of fun, chip and chase, but pushing up around the ball. It's not by fluke that they get their ball back. They have a good awareness here as you see them. They're just sitting around the middle of the park here. You can see the 24. They've obviously communicated this with the 1. Eoka, look at that. Nice little catch, pass. A nice try. Limalu pushing up on the inside, on the outside there. Score a nice try there for the Akarana team. And they just keep kicking on.
Oh, brilliant performance, isn't it? It's 4 tries in the second half now. 7 in all. Really kick clear. They led 16-0 at half-time.
Playing with confidence.
Aren't they? Dylan Brown taking back over the goal-kicking duties. There's his second conversion of the game. 36-6. Giving Auckland Vulcans a touch-up now. I'd like to see the Vulcans mix it up here. Go short. Got nothing to lose now, mate.
Well, you have to too, eh? And I think even, we're talking about tactics, even maybe doing them off the first kickoff, you know what I mean, of the game, just to mix it up a little bit. You don't have much time to build into your game. If you can get the ball back early and score points, momentum swings, you may get an opportunity to take the game away. You got this Akarana team that are just moving quick and executing at the highest of quality.
Good tackle from Wassel. And that previous play as Akarana continue to work away. 36-6 is the score. Inside the 40 goes that kick from Lamalu. And that will be too strong, that one.
No.
Oh, it's a gem. It's perfect, in fact. Watson just gets back out into the field of play. Everything going for Akarana in this game.
Yeah, well, if you back yourself, you have fun, you kick. And that's what happens. Just held up. He thought it was going to go long. So did you.
You didn't know, eh?
Bounces back into his hands and does well to get out of there. But they're under the pressure here. Look at this.
Armstrong. He's a tough rooster, though. Bastian Armstrong. Let's see what the Falcons can do, rather the Vulcans can do with that play. Maruariki Butler. No space for him down the short side. Byford bumped off that time by that Auckland Vulcans player. But they're still inside their own territory. There goes the kick there from Opuariki. It's straight down the throat of Hinkley Yoka. Nice footwork from Hinkley Yoka. Got past the tackler, Shannon Pye. But Akarana in pretty decent field position again to mount an attack here. Kepa, it is. Brown at dummy half. Now Lamana coming in for a hit up from left centre. Just the good players inject themselves in at just the right moment, don't they? Byford, the ball played back. Rowa, here comes Bernard and Maddox. Bernard, that's a lovely finish from him. And it's an 8th try now for Akarana.
Byford just ball playing through the middle of the park. There was plenty of space in behind the ruck, and they just kept ducking player after player behind the ruck, and it got too quick. Byford looks up, and he could have just come off his left foot and taken that guy under, and even this part here. Simple drawn pass may have done the job, but he backs himself here. Bernard dummies, goes himself, and scores a try, and you can nearly say everyone's nearly got a try on that team.
Yeah, 8 of them now. Bernard keeping the name alive out in West Auckland. Chase Bernard, of course, a long-time Glenora Bears player and Akarana player as well. brother Danny coaching this team, and now nephew Maddox scoring the try. Here's Dylan Brown. Through it goes for 2 more.
Successful through Dylan Brown. Scores 42 points to 6.
It's the 5th goal of the game. And that is going to do it. And Akarana thoroughly deserved the 16s championship with a dominant win over Auckland Vulcans in 2024. Some pretty happy players there, and rightly so, as they convincingly win this game by 42 points to 6. A fantastic all-round performance from those players, Blairy.
Absolutely outstanding. And look at the celebrations. They're enjoying this, the Akarana boys. And yes, they beat half their mates on the opposite side, but look at them. They're loving it.
Yeah, well done to Danny Bernard, Zane Pocklington, who's been helping coach that team too. And congratulations to all those players. What is that? Don't think that's going to make your TikTok, mate. But you never know. So well done to Akarana, 42 points to 6. Auckland finishing 2nd. And earlier it was Counties Manukau beating the South Island by 24 points to 10 to claim 3rd place in the 16s. Keep your eye on the NZRL YouTube channel. We're going to be back with our 3rd of 4 games today soon. And that's going to feature Counties Manukau and the South Island team in the 18s. The winner of that will take 3rd place.